in space, especially in the middle. And yeah, sometimes we have to do that because also the opponents are doing good. They also know how to attack, and sometimes we need to know how to be there and how to defend those situations, especially in our box set pieces also. And yeah, I think the team also now is starting like feeling like also that's another way to compete, and we can do that also. It's very difficult to have the ball 90 minutes and play in the half 90 minutes. Sometimes we need to know how to defend in our half, and I think also we are making steps forward in those situations. So happy because we are seeing that we know already we have to do with ball and also without ball. So that's positive.
Go over to Emily.
Two quick ones from me, Coach. The first one, Croy is obviously very dangerous with the ball, whether it's combining with Trinity. Today it was with Sar. She can score them, she can contribute. We saw her take on 3 Angel City defenders today. What would you say is the most dangerous aspect of her game for you guys?
Should I choose one?
Top 5.
Oh, top 5. That's a tough question. I think she understands pretty good what is happening and in every game situation, in every moment. So she has that intelligence to identify where is the space, where is the advantage, which player is in a good position to receive. She's so clever, and she has also that talent, that patience to maybe make that pass the right time. She doesn't get anxious to maybe to pass very very quick, and also I think she makes our teammates better. So she's a player that if you are around her, you know that something is going to happen, and she's really talented, but also she's helping the team to improve, and also the players who are around her. So I would say that.
And then for you, obviously you're playing injured. How did you have to adjust your coaching style? I saw you had to sit down a couple of different times, but
yeah, but I don't know how to be sit down, so it's been the same. So yeah, no problem, the same. So I have a boys and 2 arms, 2 legs still, so no problem. So it's the same. Yeah, a little bit nervous because sometimes I wanted to move more, but yeah, it's okay. I'm fine, thank you.
And over to Andre. Just wanted to follow up on that. What happened?
I just got injured the other day during the training session.
Okay.
Yeah, I hurt my leg.
All right. And wanted to ask about the game, halftime in particular. After such an intense half where 6 goals happened, you had the lead, lost the lead, regained the lead, and all of that. What was kind of your message at halftime, and the team coming in obviously probably very, very like intense and at a high level? What was your message to kind of get them to kind of manage the second half the way they did?
Yeah. Again, I mean, I think the key today was to recognize that maybe even though we've seen 6 goals and the first half maybe was a little bit crazy, or we didn't have the control, we were winning and we could score 4 goals, so that's positive. So we try to transmit calm, especially like we needed to have more control, especially with ball, because sometimes my feeling was that we weren't pressed and we wanted to progress very fast, and again we lost the ball because of that. So try to transmit that we were doing good, but especially when we are more patient, when we move them a little bit more from one side to the other side, we have longer attacks. I think the team also, slow down a little bit that rhythm, and it helps us those situations. So trying to play in the half a little bit more, trying to have also good rest defense, controlling Thompson, Leroux, and those forwards, and try to also win second balls because we were trying to press high today, and we know that sometimes also they would have those long balls, and trying to be strong with those second balls because we wanted to play in the half as much as possible.
And I noticed that you mentioned Trinity Rodman staying back a little bit to help with Alyssa Thompson. We also saw the fullback swap sides. What was the thinking behind that? Was it defensive as well?
Yeah, because from that side we were seeing that Thompson was creating chances. They were creating numbers there in our right side, and yeah, in that Trin was helping us, but she was so deep, and also when we recovered the ball, she was so deep, so we couldn't have those situations with her. So that's why thinking about also Casey, her profile, she's pretty athletic, so we were thinking maybe to put her there because yeah, we thought that she could stop much better maybe Thompson, and also it could allow us to have Trin a little bit higher if we recover the ball. So I think the team after that, yeah, we were more compact. Gabby was doing very good, but sometimes you need to move a little bit because of details, because of the profiles, and also Gabby can play left side. She is doing that with Canada. Casey can play also right side with the national team. Also, she plays there. So we have also that opportunity. So sometimes we can use that.
Appreciate it. Thank you. Congrats on the win.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Coach.
The resiliency for you guys to stay calm and fight back in a match that you guys were down 2-1 early and them scoring 2 goals in 3 minutes. Does it feel different? And what was kind of the conversations like when you guys go down 2-1 from an own goal and then a goal 3 minutes later?
I mean, yeah, that was just tough. We did exactly what we wanted to do. We scored early, and I think after that we were feeling good. And then, I mean, the Thompson sisters are just extremely fast, and we're kind of like all over the place. So I think that's kind of we kind of got overloaded in the wide areas, and it took us too long to figure out what the rotation was. Yeah, so in this game specifically, I think it was more the downfall of us being passive in our defensive half. But yeah, I think when we get scored on and we're down, there's not even conversation. I think we're all kind of give each other that look of like, we know this feeling, let's just do it again. But I mean, yeah, we don't want this, and we don't want to get scored on. We want shutouts, so we're going to keep building and obviously score as many goals as possible.
Just for both of you, the fight, the resiliency to come back in matches, you kind of had the look on your face like, oh, we went down again, let's get back into this one. Is it just have a different feel with this team so far this season than maybe teams in the past or whatever, just the fact that you guys are able to fight back in these scenarios and you feel comfortable when you're down almost?
I'm not comfortable, but I think we know that we can do it, and I wouldn't say I'm more confident with this team this year. I think we have a great roster, and in the past we've had really good rosters, but I think collectively as a team we're relying on each other a lot more, and I think leaning into working together and not trying to make individual magic happen and playing and making magic happen together. And I think our goals prove that. It starts from the back to the front, and almost everyone touches the ball in possession leading up to goals like that. So, yeah, I would just say there's just a common understanding of we play for each other, and we're going to work hard for it. So,
Thank you. Please don't tie next week.
Over to Josh.
Ladies, congrats on the win. Collectively, first, I want to talk defensively. Obviously, the first half was back and forth, a lot of energy, but it seemed like in the second half, holding Angel City in their own zone. Can I just sort of get your thoughts on maybe what changed defensively, or if something changed? What was that mindset like?
I think halftime we just kind of like regrouped. We talked about a few overloads, how to solve it, and we took a breath. And I think all of those things worked, and we came out and we were solid defensively after that.
And just last but not least, obviously the 10-plus game road trip, 10-plus day, road trip.
I'm like, no.
No, not 10-plus games. No, but coming back home, an electrifying win, obviously going down, but coming back and getting the victory. What was that like, just coming back, getting it in front of your home fans?
I mean, amazing. I think, obviously, on the road we wanted 9 points, but to get 6 is great. Being on the road is difficult. But I think we came together as a team and got closer, and that showed on the field today. And, I mean, it's always amazing to be at the stadium. I think even from 2021 to now, since I've been here, the crowd has grown so much significantly. So yeah, having that support and having the rowdy Audi man is great.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Any more for Trinity and Casey? Louise?
Hi. What do you think is the key for winning the game today?
Good question.
That's a really good question. I think you kind of touched on it a little bit. It's just like realizing their tendencies with their back line and trying to capitalize on that. Long attacks, being smart, but also going when we can. And then just structurally, defensively, staying strong.
Yeah, I think mentality too.
Yeah,
I
that's a
think
big
there's been some games where we've lost because of mentality and not being the aggressor. So I think today we're not losing a tackle, even if we have to foul and reset. I think we wanted to win every single ball, every first ball, second ball. We're in the box. We had numbers up. Like, we were really pushing into them. So I think the mental piece was really there for us today, which was great.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And Andre?
Congrats on the win and the goals. I wanted to ask, start with you, Casey, and talk about defensively. It was a difficult job with the Thompson sisters, as Trinity mentioned, but also noticed that you swapped flanks with Gabby Carl. Could you kind of talk about both of your profiles and kind of what kind of went into that decision?
Yeah, I think we were. They were keeping us busy, I'll say, on the flanks, and so that decision was made to put us both on the right side to just try and slow them down a little bit, hopefully, and be able to attack from the other side. And I think we kind of figured out the rotation a little bit as the second half went on.
Appreciate it. And Trinity, I wanted to ask basically just really about playing with Croy Bethune. We talked to Adrián just a second ago, and he was talking about how she kind of is really patient when she makes a final pass and how she kind of makes players around her better. In terms of attack and how it's been to kind of integrate with her as a new player in the team, how is your relationship with her and what do you kind of see in her game?
Yeah, she's great. I mean, you can't ask for a better rookie in this situation. She does so well, and I think the biggest thing, I don't like to use the word comfortable, but I think that's her game. She plays so comfortable. Like, I think when you're playing with somebody she radiates confidence and comfortability on the ball. It's like when you see that, it makes you more comfortable and it makes you more confident to then move off that. So I think, yeah, her inner confidence makes her such a great player, and she knows what decisions she's going to make before she even turns up. And defenders have a hard time with her, midfielders have a hard time with her, and I mean, we don't even know what she's going to do half the time, but it works out, and she's a playmaker. So, yeah, so blessed to have her on our team for sure.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
And Jason, send us all home.
Casey, I wanted to ask a little about your goal. Kind of a chaos goal, obviously,
crazy.
coming after a bunch of other things happening. One, it seemed like maybe a pivotal moment, and there was a lot of energy in the first half, but that celebration from the whole group seemed to be like kind of knowing maybe that you were on top of the game at that point. One, what did you see on the play at all? And then two, do you think that the team then like kind of captured that and took control of the game, or did it take getting to halftime and sort of, bringing things down and getting a little under control in that way?
Yeah, I think a lot of players were involved in that goal, so that made it really special. I think T specifically kept that ball alive, and so I saw that happening, and so I was like, all right, let's go. We're going. We're going to score this. This is not getting out of their box, and it was just such a great collective effort, and I think you could see that energy after. We were like, yeah, we got this. Like, we're not letting any more goals in. Like, we are good. So that was a big moment, I think, then before halftime.
Trinity, do you have any thoughts on Casey's celebration?
Well, I mean, I was like in the back, and I thought it went in like 20 seconds before, so I was kind of standing there like this the whole time, and the ball's still being played. I'm like, oh, that's awkward. I'm so happy for you, girl. Yeah, she works her butt off, and I'm so like honored to play with her, and yeah, as a team, it's so awesome to have people from the front to the back scoring. I mean, I think that shows the versatility and the talent we have on this team, to know that it's not just the forward line creating, it's everybody. So, yeah, again, a great moment in the game and great moment for her. So, yeah,
Thanks,
awesome.